Shack. Where is truth?
3, 2, 1. Roar! Hey, don't be scared. It's me, Jill. I was practicing my dragon roar for the drama we're doing in church on Sunday. Did you know that there are dragons in the Bible? I was so excited to be a dragon in front of everyone at church. Sometimes the Bible has fun stuff in it. I heard about dragons in movies and storybooks, but I was amazed to hear that the Bible talks about dragons as well. Dragons have been talked about for a very long time, way before there was TV. People have been telling dragon stories. Artists have painted pictures of dragons way before we could take pictures. If people knew about dragons a long time ago, maybe dragons were around when people were, and they're actually true. Wow, I wonder why God didn't make dragons live today. Maybe more people would believe in him. Can God do all things, kids? Yes, God can do all of his holy will. I suppose this is another reason people might not believe the Bible. The Bible talks about things we do not see today, like dragons. But people did know about a long time ago, and now there are only stories about these creatures. So for some reason, God let the dragons disappear and let the stories keep going. Can God do all things, kids? Yes, God can do all of his holy will. Sometimes we might not understand, but it's his holy will. I wonder where we can find out more about these dragons. Let's go trek through the Bible with Christy and find out more.
Hi kids, it's Miss Christy here with your Bible verse again. All right, we have a new Bible verse today. Are you ready? This is Psalms 8, 5 through 6. First, I'm going to say the whole verse, and then we'll work on the motions for the beginning. Okay, Psalms 8, 5 through 6. Yet you have made them a little lower than the heavenly beings and crowned them with glory and honor. You gave them charge over everything you made. You have put all things under their authority. That's kind of a long verse, but we'll work on it with motions, so it'll be really easy and really fun. Let's start at the beginning. Psalms 8, 5 through 6. Yet you have made them a little lower than the heavenly beings. Is that fun? Let's do it one more time. Psalms 8, 5 through 6. Yet you have made them a little lower than the heavenly beings. All right, guys, great job. I'll see you next week. Hi, kids. It's me, Miss Christy, and I'm super excited today because Miss Paula said I get to teach your Bible lesson. So yay! And today we're going to talk about something really exciting, but you have to figure out what it is we're going to talk about, okay? What we have here are some eggs. We have 3 little eggs, and they have clues in them. So this is kind of like an egg treasure clue hunt or something like that, okay? So we're going to look at these, what's in these eggs, and you guys have to figure out what these clues mean. Let's see, which one are we going to open first? I think we're going to open this green one. So let's see what's in here. Oh, interesting. What's that? Looks like grass. Grass? So some of them eat, let's see what we should put here. Grass, right? Grass. Some of them eat grass. Okay, we'll put that grass in there and that egg in there. I don't want to eat that, yuck. And then we have some of them have tails as big as, I think that we'll look in this blue egg for a clue. Let's see. What is that? Let's unfold it here and see what it is. Can you tell what that is? It's a little tree. It's a tree. Some of them have tails as big as trees. That's really big. Could that be right? Let's put that down. Let's see. Some of them have tails as big as trees. That would be a big tail. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have one more clue. Some of them breathe air. Is there air inside this egg? Let's see. It's a matchbook. A matchbook? Some of them breathe matches? That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. When you light a match, you make what? That's right. Fire. Some of them breathe. Could they breathe fire? Let's try that there. Some of them breathe fire. So we're thinking about a kind of animal where some of the animals eat grass. Some of this kind of animal has tails as big as a tree. And some of them breathe fire. What kind of animal could that be? I think I figured it out. Did you? I think we're talking about dinosaurs and dragons. Are we going to talk about dinosaurs and dragons today? Are we? Yeah! Yay! Dinosaurs and dragons. What a fun topic. All right, so right here I have some different dinosaurs and dragons to show you. I've got this little guy. He looks kind of like a lizardy thing. He's pretty cool. And then we've got, let's see, we've got, oh, this cute one. Oh, there's a cute little dinosaur. Cute little dinosaur. Who else do we have? We have this one. Oh, he looks scary, and he makes noise. We'll put him right here. Oh, don't eat the cute little dinosaur. Here, you guys can fight. We'll put this guy over here. And then we have one more dinosaur. What? Is that a dinosaur? Me, Grimlock. Okay, well, he's not a real dinosaur. He's more like a robot, so we'll put him aside. I didn't expect that. Okay, that dinosaur is noisy. All right, we'll put him aside too. Now, so the Bible, did you know the Bible talks about, he really wants to be part of this lesson. We're going to leave him here with us then, okay? Do you know the Bible talks about dinosaurs and dragons? What? That's crazy. Well, who do you think created dinosaurs? Yeah, God, of course. And when did he create them? Let's find out. Let's see. When does the Bible tell us that land animals were created? Do you remember? It's on day 6, right? Day 6, along with humans. And when does the Bible tell us that sea creatures are created? Day 5, you got it. So we've got sea creatures and land animals created on day 5 and 6. So that means dinosaurs and dragons would be created on day 5 and 6. Let's find out more about them and see what the Bible says about dinosaurs. Okay, here we go. We have Job 40, 15 through 19, and it says, "Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you, and which feeds on grass like an ox. And what strength it has in its loins, and what power in the muscles of its belly. Its tail sways like a cedar." That's a kind of tree. "The sinews of its thighs are close knit. Its bones are tubes of bronze. Its limbs are like rods of iron. It ranks first among the works of God, yet its maker can approach it with his sword." So, what's this animal called? Let's see, verse 15 says, Behemoth. Behemoth, that's a cool name. And it says, which I made along with you. That means it was made on the sixth day along with animals and man, right? The behemoth animal was created on the sixth day. And then let's see what else verse 15 says. It says, which feeds on grass like an ox. So what does it eat? Grass. So this one was an herbivore, right? And let's see what verse 16 says. It says it has strength in his loins, like his thighs. And he had what power are the muscles in its belly. So he was really strong, a super strong dinosaur, right? And then 17 says his tail is like a cedar. Do you know what a cedar is? It's a kind of tree. Let me show you. I actually have a picture of one for you. So I'm going to hold this and make sure you can see this. So this is a picture of a cedar tree. See how thick that trunk is? This is looking up the trunk, up into the branches. And see how thick and big that trunk is? Super strong. It's a kind of tree, right? So its tail was as thick as a cedar, right? And its bones and its limbs, it says in verse 18, its bones and limbs are like brass and iron. Now, brass and iron are two kinds of what? Metal, right? And, I didn't have any brass or iron really laying around, but I did grab some metal to show you. And Mr. Chad, my husband, he's a welder, so he always is welding metal together, and it's really strong and really heavy. I wish you could feel how heavy these metal rings are that Chad welded. So they're solid. And it says his legs, his bones and his limbs, the legs and arms, are like rods of iron. So they're like strong like metal. That's a strong animal, right? Okay. And verse 19 says, it ranks first among the works of God, yet its maker can approach it with a sword. So who can approach it with a sword? Its maker. Who's its maker? Yep, you got it. God. God's its maker. So even though it's super strong like this, God's the only one that can come up and approach it with a sword because he is so strong. Of course, I don't think he'd want to because he loves all the animals, but he could if he wanted to, right? Because he's God. Anywho, let's keep going. So we've learned a lot about this animal, and some people say this is like a hippo or an elephant that the Bible's describing in this passage. Does a hippo or an elephant have a tree, like a tail like a tree, like a cedar? No. Does a hippo or elephant have legs like bronze and iron? And does a hippo or elephant fit in this description, do you think? I don't think so. Doesn't sound like it to me. This sounds to me more like a dinosaur! I think it is. So it sounds actually a lot like the Brachiosaurus. And I don't know a lot about dinosaurs, but I know that the Brachiosaurus is really big. I'm trying to show you this picture. I wanted to print it out bigger, but I couldn't. But if you can see, you'll see a tiny little man next to this Brachiosaurus. See how big the dinosaur is compared to this little man? And these kind of dinosaurs eat grass. They have limbs like bronze and iron. They have a tail that's like a cedar tree. So this really sounds like it meets this description in the Bible. So maybe the behemoth could have been what we call a Brachiosaurus. Okay, so if that's the case, then that means dinosaurs were around when Job was. So we're going to look at another part of the Bible where it talks about another animal, okay? And this is found in Job 41. So in verse 1, it says, can you pull in Leviathan with a fish hook or tie down its tongue with a rope? Can you put a cord through its nose or pierce its jaws with a hook? Wow, that sounds pretty intense. So it says something about a fish hook in there, and I brought this little fishing pole. This doesn't have a hook on it, but most real fishing poles have a little hook on the bottom. What kind of animals do you catch with a fishing pole? Sea animals. Yes. So animals that live in the sea. So this animal that we're talking about must have lived in the water, right? Okay, let's see what it says in verse 5 of Job 41. Can you make a pet of it like a bird, or put a leash on it for the young women in your house? And so this is a rhetorical question. The answer is no, definitely not. So this is not a gentle animal, right? Obviously, it's not gentle. And then we've got in verse 8, it says, if you lay a hand on it, you will remember the struggle and never do it again. Whoa, this animal must have been a good fighter. And then we have verse 14, which says, who dares open the doors of its mouth, ringed about with fearsome teeth? Okay, so this animal has scary teeth, that's for sure. And actually, the necklace I wore today it reminded me of teeth. So I thought, I'll wear this necklace and it will be my teeth necklace. This looks like it has scary teeth. I don't know. Anyway, so this animal has scary teeth. And then we've got verse 18. Its snorting throws up flames of light. Its eyes are like the rays of dawn. So it's when it snorts or sneezes, flashes of light come out. Flames stream from its mouth. Sparks of fire shoot out. Smoke pours from its nostrils as from a boiling pot over burning reeds. Its breath sets coals ablaze and flames dart from its mouth. Wow. So whatever this animal is, sounds like it breathes fire. What? That's crazy cool. And I've never seen a fish in an aquarium that breathes fire. Have you? I haven't. Doesn't sound like an aquarium fish to me. Then verse 25. When it rises up, the mighty are terrified. So who's afraid of it? The mighty. The really strong people are afraid of this animal. So what kind of animal do you think this is? Some people say this is talking about a shark or a whale or a crocodile. But I've never seen any of those animals breathing fire and raising up and making the mighty afraid, huh? I haven't. It doesn't sound like a whale or a crocodile or a shark to me. What could it be? What sounds like that animal? You know what it sounds like to me? A sea monster or a dragon. This sounds like a dragon. Did you know that dragons are in legends from all over the world? There's legends of dragons and pretty much every culture in the world has legends of dragons. So is it possible that dragons are really some kind of dinosaur and they really lived? Let's see. Here's some different pictures from all over the world of different legends of dragons. There's a guy, he's trying to attack this little dragon here. And we've got this cool, bring another one in. We've got this one right here. I like that one. That's kind of how I imagine a dragon. It's pretty cool. Then we've got this one. Look at the sea creature dragon right there. And all over the world, there's legends of dragons. Now, back in Bible times, they didn't have the word dinosaur. That's a relatively new term. And so sometimes it's possible that they could have called dinosaurs dragons, right? Yeah. So I think it's kind of cool that there's these legends of dragons from all over the world. And it makes me think, maybe they really were alive when people were. Why else would there be legends from all over the world that describe the same exact thing, right? Okay, so I'm thinking this kind of creature, the Leviathan, was some sort of sea dragon. Pretty cool. Can you imagine if dragons were really real? I think that's awesome, and it sounds like from the Bible that they were. Okay, let's let's see what else we have here. So what I want you guys to remember most from this lesson is that God made the dinosaurs, right? God made all the dinosaurs. He made all the creatures, right? Yes. And he made you. And he thinks, even though the dinosaurs he made were so cool and the dragons were so cool and amazing and strong and wonderful, he thinks you're more cool and more wonderful because he made you in his image. So dragons are cool, dinosaurs are cool, God made them, and God made something even cooler and even more special, and that's you. And that's what I want you to remember, okay? So thanks for letting me teach you today about dinosaurs and dragons, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Welcome to Stories from the Congo Museum. My wife and I worked in the Congo Basin rainforest of Central Africa with the Bayaka Pygmies for over 19 years. We spent time in the rainforest, so we had exposure to the animals, birds, and plants of the forest. During that time, we acquired a lot of artifacts, which we now have displayed in the Congo Museum in our basement. From time to time, I will tell a story about what we learned during that period of time we lived in the Congo Basin rainforest. Hello again from the Congo Museum. Many say that there is still a living dinosaur in the Likawala and Sangha regions of the Republic of Congo. I traveled extensively in this area with my camera ready, but never saw one. The Congo dinosaur is called Mokelembembe. In the Lac-Tele area, there are reports of a creature that looks like a long-necked dinosaur, a sauropod. In the Sangha, the reports say it looks like a rhino and kills elephants with its one horn. When we lived in the village of Bayanga in the Central African Republic, a Bayaka pigman named Fidel told me that he could take me to a bay in the park and show me the waterhole where Mokelembembe lives. He said that it comes out every night and occasionally kills elephants with its one horn. Then it takes the tusks to its home underwater and uses them to make its bed. That's all I have to say about a living dinosaur. In Deuteronomy 29:29 we read, "The secret things belong to the Lord our God, but the things revealed belong to us and our children forever." Up to now, the Lord has revealed dinosaur bones, but no living dinosaur. What we do have is crocodiles. Some say that crocodiles descended from dinosaurs. There are 23 different species of crocodilians on the earth. When we were in Nepal at the Chitwan National Park, we saw 3 Indian gharials. They live in rivers. What do you think they eat? Look at its snout. It eats fish. Where we lived in the Congo, our area held all 3 species of African crocodile: the Nile crocodile, the slender-snouted crocodile, and the West African dwarf crocodile. This is the head of a West African dwarf crocodile. If you ever get to know somebody in the cast of Swamp People, you ask them if they'll give you an alligator head someday, and I'll show you how to mount them, just like I mounted this one. These creatures, the West African dwarf crocodile, they live in the inundated forest in holes in the mud. When we hunted with the Bayaka people, we saw them stick their foot into a hole to determine if there was a crocodile in there. Would you stick your foot into a crocodile hole? We once had a baby crocodile as a pet. The video that I'm going to show you is a hunt for our crocodile.
And so we decided that we're going to let the crocodile go because he started getting mean. He used to let Josie carry him around all over the place. He'd be her buddy, but now he's not anybody's buddy anymore. Now he's getting mean. He hisses and bites and stuff. Last night he got out of his cage, and often he goes in that corner over there. So we're going to have a crocodile hunt right now, and then we're going to see if we can get him to hiss and bite for the camera. I'm not sure if he really will bite now or not.
You better put him on the floor.
Here, Daddy. Here,
Half's
Daddy.
been sick.
Half is not feeling so good.
Here.
So I'm not really sure whether I want to stick my hand in after that crocodile or not. So we got Josie's better butterfly net here that Diane made, and we'll try to reach in there and get him. Okay, gotta step back now. If he charges,
Okay, Michael, you gotta get over there. You go.
if he charges, he might come running after you. And watch out for your toes. He might run over and bite your toe.
Paul is Crocodile Dundee.
Oh no! Uh-oh, he looks pretty mean. He
down there.
looks really mean. I'm not gonna be able to stick that net in there either. Oh.
Michael, you're away again.
Check it out. He's gonna come right here. This is where that crocodile's
Okay.
coming. And I hope he doesn't bite my leg. Ooh. Yeah, you're right.
Is he gonna charge?
I don't know.
He's underneath Becky Erickson's organ there.
Ah, there he is. Is he hissing?
Oh.
Is he hissing? Get back, Jesse. Got it. Oops.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
He's going
Ah!